Hey, how y'all doing, Click World fam, YouTube gang? You in tune to the best channel on YouTube. Before you go into the video, go ahead, hit the like button. Nowadays, already seen the title. And subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. You know what I mean? Because we're doing the abnormal over here, okay? The main thing is, I thought I'd do another video concerning Jamaica and the Melissa aftermath, the way things are being handled following the passing of the catastrophic hurricane, where I seen people having a debate on whether the storm or the hurricane was man-made, right? You can go ahead, check out my video after this one is done. Check out my video about the Hurricane Melissa being a geostorm or a modified event, okay? So many may know already. A lot of y'all good folks will already know that man is able to manipulate the weather, right? Through various means. And I didn't mention anything, I think, about man-made, but modification, because I wanted to even explain in that video, but because the video is kind of lengthy, I think I left it out, but still, I'll say right here, the storms, right, they come off the coast, the west coast of Africa, and they come across the Atlantic Ocean, right? That's the story, but who is to tell if there's not one of those big machines? Like I see this British guy, they went to his machine and they let out a lot of steam. It looked like smoke, but it was water vapors, right? And soon after there was rain in a section close to the machine. He was like, "Oh, the machine is right over there," right? We should tell if that's not something that they have over on the west coast of Africa that is starting these up. We don't know, right? But we always look at the possibilities over here on Click World TV and we put nothing to chances, okay? So we just born into this reality and we hear the process that the scientists or the meteorologists tell us, the way things work and the way things happen. And that's, I guess, what most of us will go with, right? So considering what I just said, we are born into this reality, all right? Either way, but say for instance, even if it's natural and it come across, we are born into this reality, we just see these things happening. We don't know for sure how it started or whatever, right? Comes across. But these days, up to present times, I've seen videos where people showing a satellite view, right, of storms, and they're showing some waves going through it, sound like for example, let me give you an example so you can understand, like the 5G waves, the waves that you would see like on your phone, where when your phone is connected to the internet and you see that bar like 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's in like a upward wave. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but yeah, I see that type of thing shooting through the storms, right? And even sometimes you see like the lasers shooting through the storms. I mean, a lot of Jamaicans not watching the type of content that I'm watching, okay? A lot of y'all will get hit just by watching my channel. So y'all can go back and watch a lot of great videos, but with that being said, I know that they are manipulating the storms, even if they are natural. I don't want to draw the video out too long, but as I just explained that, as I said, you can go ahead and watch my previous video, this one, but you can go ahead and watch one of my videos I did after the passing of Melissa, which explained a little bit about how the weather modification is done, right? And you will even see a lot of stuff like towers in one of the clips, right? Which was significant to what I just said, them probably using lasers or whatever to heat up the atmosphere or whatever they're doing. They're scientists, they know what to do and how to do it, man. I might not even say much more, so I don't want to draw the video out. But if needs be, I would like to say whatever I gotta say. And I already seen the title. So, yeah, if you didn't hit the thumbs up as yet, man, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel as well. Appreciate y'all watching. Okay, let's go.
Here we go again. The Philippines was just hit with a massive typhoon. And you know what's interesting about all this? Again, this was another place that they proposed to build smart cities. These 15-minute cities of the future connected to digital IDs and electric cars. And you can't leave. This is all about the one world government, one world control. LA, 15-minute smart cities. Jamaica, 15-minute smart cities. Maui, 15-minute smart cities, all get hit with natural disasters. Now, why is it that every time these future utopias are announced in these places, they all get hit with these natural disasters? Don't you find this quite odd? Are you putting the pieces of the puzzle together like I am and seeing a direct correlation here? A common theme, if you will, wiping out current foundation to build new foundation. First destruction and then reconstruction. What's gonna rise from the ashes, guys? Surveillance grids, digital IDs, and centralized control, all under the disguised name of innovation. Now, the real ones can all see through the storm. We know what's really happening behind the closed doors. Our world is being purposely dismantled piece by piece. The psychopath globalists at the top, and the more people that wake up to this, the faster we're going to take these people down and actually build a beautiful new world for ourselves. So stay woke. Peace and love.
So today I want to talk about the fires in Hawaii and the fires in Paradise Valley, California. Now my heart goes out to anybody who's lost family or if their house has been destroyed because of this. This was a direct energy weapon assault on the people. And I say that because my friend in Hawaii, which I'm going to show this picture here, showed a laser beam coming out of the sky directly targeting the city. This is really important to be aware of because when we look back at Paradise Valley, when they had their fire, we see a lot of similarities, such as the trees still standing, which is very interesting for a fire. Now, with this whole entire thing, the mainstream media is going to say that this is climate change and that we need to do better. But what's not going to be talked about is the weather modification projects which take place in the United States every single day, spraying aluminum and barium and strontium up into the sky, which, if you think about it, aluminum is a very, very flammable material, which could result in something like this or something like this. So today I want to talk about the fires. And this surely doesn't look like a fire to me. It looks like something almost exploded or something went off. Now, what's interesting is certain things are still standing while other things are not. Now, the governor did say this is climate change doing this. Interesting. What they don't talk about is in January, how they had in Maui a smart city conference to turn Maui into an entire smart island, changing everything to electric, renewables, solar panels, and pushing everybody into electric vehicles, 15-minute smart cities. So now what's also interesting is next month in September, Hawaii is hosting the Digital Government Summit, utilizing AI to govern the island. It's almost like they're resetting something to start rebuilding for this in which they're trying to push.
Over the course of the next several years, Los Angeles will be host to the World Cup, and then the Super Bowl, and then the Olympics. With this rebuilding effort needing to take place, is LA going to be ready for all of those global events?
My humble position, and it's not just being naively optimistic, that only reinforces the imperative moving quickly, doing in the spirit of collaboration and cooperation. Donald Trump, to his credit, was helpful in getting the Olympics to the United States of America to get it down here in LA. We thank him for that. This is an opportunity for him to shine, for this country to shine, for California and this community to shine. The opportunity with all of that and all that opportunity and that pride and spirit that comes from not just hosting those 3 iconic games and venues, but also the opportunity, I think, to rebuild at the same time. And that's why we're already organizing a Marshall Plan. We already have a team of looking and reimagining LA 2.0, and we're making sure everyone's included, not just the folks on the coast, people here that were ravaged by this disaster.
That the country could soon have a new city along the south coast, this time in St. Elizabeth. Speaking at the opening of the new KFC location in Black River today, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holnes said, following advice from the Urban Development Corporation, UDC, the parish is the best option. Kelisha Williams has that story.
Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness used the opening of this KFC location in Black River, St. Elizabeth Saturday morning to announce what he has described as a big deal moment, not just for the parish, but for Jamaica.
But suffice to say that the area that we have been advised is the best area to do an entirely new city, and it is because all the requisite elements to create a new city exist here. And you don't want to create a city that replicates Montego Bay and replicates Kingston. You want to create something unique. And therefore, this parish, St. Elizabeth, would be where we would be looking to develop our new city.
While he did not name the specific town where the new city will be established, Dr. Holness indicated that for decades, Jamaica has not had any area that has been purposefully developed into a city. It must be noted that Kingston became a city after the earthquake destroyed Port Royal in 1692 and Montego Bay in 1981.
Maybe Spanish Town was the only purpose-built city. And I had tasked the UDC to identify the area that would be best suited for the development of the third city.
In going further, he explained that's the reason behind the government's push to improve the infrastructure in the parish.
You can now start to make sense of why it is that we are making certain massive investments in the parish, which would include the bypass for Spur Tree to go down, and then the bypass to get to here, which will effectively bypass Santa Cruz. It will involve the development of South Coast tourism, because we have a product here that is really great.
In the meantime, the new KFC in Black River is said to be a $355 million investment that will create 65 new jobs in the parish capital.
It's been a long time coming. People have been asking us to come to this area of the island for a long time, and we've finally found the right location, and we're here now.
Yeah, doing Click World Fam YouTube gang. So I came across a video basically showing the live, what I would call live feeds, for argument's sake, of Hurricane Melissa, right? So expecting already that we would have been quite a devastating hurricane, being that it's Category 5. But
Jamaica, come close and listen to me very carefully. This is not politics. This is survival. This is about the future of our island, Jamaica. I am going to break down exactly what the Prime Minister just said at the G20 summit in South Africa. Yes, that's where he's at, Jamaica, in South Africa. Because what he presented there in South Africa was not leadership, Jamaica. It was submission. And I am going to break it down without no illusions. The Prime Minister stood in front of the G20, the 20 most powerful nations on earth, Jamaica. The same ones controlling the global banking system, the same ones shaping climate policy, the same ones holding the world's debt. And the Prime Minister opened his statement by saying, Jamaica is a success story. We sacrificed. We followed the rules. We maintained discipline. We stabilized our debt. And we reformed our economy. Jamaica, did you hear what I just said? He walked into the room like a student reporting to the headmaster. He did not walk in as a sovereign leader. He walked in as someone proving. He said, we obeyed, we complied. Now please treat us good. But he did not stop there. He used Hurricane Melissa like a tool. He said Hurricane Melissa devastated Jamaica and disrupted our development, destroyed our progress. And so now, Melissa will negatively affect our debt trajectory. So Hurricane Melissa became the reason, the excuse, and the justification. Melissa is now the currency they will use to tighten the climate agenda. But hold on, Jamaica did not just magically appear in a hurricane belt in 2025. We have always been in a hurricane belt. Storms are not new, disaster is not new. But Jamaica, the timing is what's strange. The way Hurricane Melissa moved is what's strange. The fact that the PM used Melissa as the spearhead at the G20 speech is what's strange. Because instead of talking about things like evacuation failures, delayed response, no preparedness system, no food security plans, no national shelter upgrades, he used Melissa to sell Jamaica as a victim. Not to defend us, but to justify new climate financing. And that, Jamaica, comes with new rules. Now, what did the PM actually ask the G20? Listen, Jamaica, because this is where it gets dangerous. He asks for IMF climate financing, resilience loans, blended finance structure, thematic bonds, risk insurance models, new global frameworks, loss and damage rules. Do you understand what that means, Jamaica? It means more debt wrapped up in a climate language. It means more foreign oversight wrapped up in resilient talk. It means more global rules controlling our policies wrapped up in support for vulnerable nations. He did not ask for sovereignty. He did not ask for reparations. He did not ask for true independence, Jamaica. He asked for money with strings attached. He asked for a system that tracks us. He asked for climate-based agreements that turns Jamaica into a case study, a laboratory. And here's the part he think we will not notice. The PM said at the G20, we must preserve the IMF resilience and sustainability trust. Do you know what that is, Jamaica? It is a climate loan system that comes with the following: conditions, reforms, monitoring and data control, and of course, oversight of national decisions. It is not free money, Jamaica. It is not reparations, Jamaica. It is not justice. It is climate debt. And it is disguised as help. It is a leash, Jamaica. It is a collar. And small islands are being lined up one by one to wear it. So here is what the PM did not say at the G20. He did not mention oil drilling off the coast of Jamaica. He did not mention seabed extraction. He did not mention mining deals. He did not mention foreign companies controlling our natural resources. He did not mention the Thunderball oil block. He did not mention the fault lines or the methane risk. He did not mention the environmental danger. Nor did he mention the people still suffering with no lights, no water, and no food after Melissa. He did not mention the communities that are abandoned, the evacuation failures, the destruction, Jamaica, that was predictable. He did not mention the reason Jamaica remains vulnerable: foreign contracts and a government that does not build local resilience. He did not speak with the fire of a leader defending the land. He spoke with the tone of a man selling Jamaica as a climate vulnerable investment opportunity. Did you hear me, Jamaica? He sold us as a climate vulnerable investment opportunity. You see the real meaning of that G20 speech, Jamaica? I'm wanting if you hear me loud. Your Prime Minister just positioned Jamaica as the model student of the IMF, a compliant partner to the global powers, a climate vulnerable asset ready for investment, a country willing to adopt global rules, a nation seeking more climate debt, a small island waiting on big brothers to rescue us. This is not sovereignty. This is not independence. And Jamaica, this is not leadership. This is submission disguised as diplomacy. Ask yourself, why is Jamaica aligned so fast with global climate finances right after Melissa? Right after rising oil exploration activity? Right after mining expansion? Right after seabed surveying? Right after foreign companies circling our waters? Right after the constant traveling of our Prime Minister to these climate finance and investment summits? And now Jamaica, the G20. Something Jamaica has never been invited to before. Why now? Why the timing? Why the alignment? Because Jamaica is being lined up to be the prototype. Yes, the prototype nation for climate financing experiments, resilience loan models, new climate triggered debt instruments, and global climate governance. Jamaica, wake up. This is bigger than politics. This is bigger than one party. This is about the future of the land beneath our feet. Jamaica is being treated like a climate lab, a financial test site, a resource zone, a vulnerability case study, and soon an energy hub without the Jamaican people owning a single drop. If we don't wake up now, Jamaica, if you don't start questioning now, if you don't start paying attention to the pattern, you will wake up and realize finally that Jamaica was sold, not lost, signed away, not stolen, and given up, not taken. Hurricane Melissa did not make us vulnerable. Corruption, obedience, foreign contract, and silence did. And now vulnerability is used to sign Jamaica into deeper systems that only benefit the global powers. Jamaica, wake up now.
Oh Lord.
God bless you.
So me go do. Me a move out. I have to move out. Different house get different things. Okay.
The baby.
Different house.
Oh, that's you're trying. So we have tarpaulins and temporary housing kits. So we'll have them sent over as quickly as possible. The roads are now clear.
Yes, sir.
So that the supplies will come in.
You know, yeah, man.
3, 4, 5.
I'm 16 years old. I'm to the baby. Come on.
Just remember, Mr. Holness, Operation Wipeout must continue. Operation Wipeout must continue, Mr. Holness. Thank you for what you've been doing so far. It's time now to bring it up to level 4. Peace.